Hey, it's Jenny Garth here. The talk around GLP-1s is inescapable these days, but are you familiar with Future Health? They've made accessing qualified doctors who specialize in GLP-1s easier than ever before. My friend has struggled with their weight for many years. It was always up and down. She tried fad diets, never saw lasting results. So she started using GLP-1s, and not only did the weight come off, but she also gained more energy to do all those activities that she loved the most. I'm all about feeling my best and living my life in a healthy way. It's incredible how science is able to help us achieve that healthy lifestyle that we are all striving for. Future Health gives millions of people affordable access to knowledgeable providers who really know weight loss medications for less than $3 a day. Find out if weight loss meds are right for you in 3 minutes at tryfh.com. That's tryfh.com.
Tryfh.com.
Future Health is not a healthcare service provider. Meds are prescribed at provider's discretion. Results may vary. Sponsored by Future Health.
Do you know the number one thing that surprises engaged couples? Take a guess. The sheer amount of decisions they have to make while planning a wedding. Indoors or outdoors? How many guests? Are kids invited? Controversial. Which cake flavor? Seriously, how do you even begin to figure out what's right for you? That's where Zola comes in. Zola has everything you need to make every wedding decision a piece of cake, from choosing your dream wedding venue and vendors to deciding how to best spend your budget. With tons of customizable wedding websites, save the dates and invites, every detail will feel like you. Zola will even help you choose the gifts, experiences, and cash funds you really want. The next thing you know, you've planned your whole wedding all in one place. From getting engaged to getting married, Zola has everything you need to plan your wedding in one place. Start planning at Zola.com. That's Zola.com.
In Sonic 3, Team Sonic faces a new enemy called Shadow. He's faster than Sonic, stronger than Knuckles, and with his powers of teleportation, he seems to be invincible. But he's not. He's just showing up in other places.
Hi, I'm Marquette Shepard, host of More to the Story, and what you just heard was a preview of the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie as described by Jim Carey, who stars in the film as Dr. Robotnik, the grandson and the grandfather, alongside some huge stars, including Keanu Reeves, Idris Elba, Tika Sumpter, and then you get little blips of Natasha Rothwell and Shamar Moore. They're memorable blips, but they're in there. And then, of course, the voice of Sonic, played by Ben Schwartz. On this episode, I'm going to let you hear directly from Tika Sumpter about why she believes people love Sonic the Hedgehog so much. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is currently the #1 movie in America, outpacing another classic movie franchise, Mufasa, The Lion King. Both films opened on the same day, but Sonic is outpacing Mufasa by millions of dollars. And here's Tika explaining why she thinks Sonic 3 is such a winner.
I think why people do love these movies is it's not only action, which is amazing, and it's not only the universe that they love. I think there's heart, right? I just feel like every aspect of it is connected through real service to one another and being there for one another.
And I think it also helps that people have been playing Sonic video games for more than 30 years. I remember being obsessed with this game as a kid, but I didn't have a Sega Genesis at my house. I had a Nintendo. So I had to go over to my friend's house and play, and I felt like I never had enough playtime with Sonic, and I was obsessed with just rolling his little blue furry body through those rings and letting the points rack up. But then, right when I would hit a groove, it was time for me to go home. And Tika says she can relate.
I grew up playing Sonic, watching my brother play Sonic. And Sonic's always been like love in my life. But I didn't realize that love was so huge over the whole universe of Sonic. The fans are incredible. They're so supportive. And when they're invested, they are super invested. And I feel like I've been on other movies promoting other movies, and they're like, okay, so Sonic, we love you, Tika, And so they're so just a part of the fabric of this universe. Without them, there is no us. So super grateful.
And if you want to see more of Tika, I have a video of her talking about Sonic on my Instagram at Marquette Shepherd. And if you scroll down far enough, I have a photo of Tika and I back when she was promoting a film called South Side with You. And she was playing a young Michelle Obama who had just started dating a young Barack Obama. It's an interesting film. I'm sure it's streaming somewhere. And it's worth a watch if you're on a Tika Sumpter journey. But it's fun to kind of see her growth. I'm so excited for her success. 3 movies into this franchise, it doesn't look like they're slowing down. I'm not going to give any spoiler alerts, but there's definitely a seed planted that a 4th film is on its way. And now I'd like to introduce to you a new segment of the show called 2 Things I'm Watching Right Now. And I'd like for you to participate in a future episode where I'm going to share with you 2 things I'm watching. You can share with me 2 things you're watching. And together, we're going to find all the good TV and movies out there so we don't waste our time. So 2 things that I'm watching right now are the Netflix series No Good Deed, starring Ray Romano and Lisa Kudrow. And also on Netflix, 6888, which is a film starring Kerry Washington, directed by Tyler Perry. And it's so interesting. But let me go back to No Good Deed. It's a dark comedy series that tells the story of 3 different families competing to buy a gorgeous Spanish-style home in the Los Feliz area of Los Angeles, which is an upscale suburban community near all the TV and movie studios and good restaurants and things like that. So the family, the sellers, played by Ray and Lisa, they are hiding a bunch of secrets, and of course, hilarity ensues with these 2. So you experience the full range of emotions. If you've ever bought a home or sold a home, you can relate to everybody on all sides, and I highly recommend the series. There's some big stars in this as well, so you will laugh and you will relate and you'll be happy to see some familiar faces. Now back to 6888. It follows the true story of the first African-American women's battalion in the U.S. Army to serve in Europe during World War II. And they have this very important mission to help boost the morale of American soldiers fighting in the war by delivering the mail. And there's a backlog, care packages and everything. They're not hearing from their loved ones back home. The Army has tried to figure it out. And then they go to this Black women battalion who is basically being underutilized to help them. And not only do they complete the mission so successfully, they have time left over, and they do an excellent job. It's also great to see Susan Sarandon and Oprah Winfrey grace the screen in short but impactful roles as Eleanor Roosevelt and Mary McLeod Bethune. Oprah is a great friend of Tyler Perry, as I'm sure you know from all the entertainment blogs. And so she's there advocating for the Black Women's Battalion alongside Susan Sarandon as Eleanor Roosevelt. Since this is a true story, I was really shocked that I had never learned anything about this in school or college, anywhere as far as an educational experience. So I Googled it afterwards, and this is the type of film that where it creates a moment where you're interested and you're entertained, but then you want to know more. There's a special moment at the end of the film. I don't want to give it away, but it's heartwarming, and it just makes you want to keep the story and the spirits of these women alive for many years to come. So many thanks to Tyler Perry and Netflix and all of the fresh young actresses who play Army privates for bringing this story to light and making sure that the world knew about it, even though the information was out there. So, what are 2 things that you are currently watching? DM me via Instagram. You can send me a voice note at Marquette Shepherd, and I'd love to feature you in an upcoming episode. And together, we'll save a lot of time by helping people find out the best of the best on TV and the best movie theater picks to go spend their time and their money on. So thank you so much for listening. Until next time, I'm Marquette Shepherd. Make sure you follow, rate, and review this podcast on your podcasting app to show your support And in turn, I will just keep showing up, chatting with you. And every week, we are going to elevate, educate, entertain, do all the things that a podcast should do. Take care. Bye.
This is Ashley Canetti from the Almost Famous podcast. Can you believe all this talk about GLP-1s? Of course you can. It's all people talk about. Have you heard about Future Health, though? They make access to qualified doctors that know GLP-1s easier than ever. People can struggle with weight loss for years, trying various diets and exercises without lasting success. With GLP-1s, many people notice a reduction in cravings and felt more in control of their eating habits, which lead to weight loss, physical health, and feeling more optimistic about their future. They give millions of people affordable access to knowledgeable providers who really know weight loss medications for less than $3 a day. Find out if weight loss meds are right for you in 3 minutes at tryfh.com. That is tryfh.com. Again, tryfh.com.
Tryfh.com.
Future Health is not a healthcare services provider. Meds are prescribed at provider's discretion. Results may vary. Sponsored by Future Health.
How to have fun, anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Woohoo!
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com.
VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.